Hello, it is just about 10 a.m. on Sunday, February 27th, and I am hoping to reach 50,000 words in my draft today. It has been so long since I've updated you guys on anything that's going on with my actual writing, and it's also been so long since I've done a writing vlog. I last did one of those in November for Nano, and I haven't really done one since then, so we're gonna see how that goes. I am currently in the process of writing the first draft of my 11th Victorian mystery, and it's been going pretty well. I'm already at 47,900 something words. I don't know the exact number, but I am hoping to reach 50,000 words today. I haven't really felt that motivated this past week, which kind of concerns me. Every time I hit one of these little minor slumps, I guess you'd call it, I kind of worry, like, you love writing, so why don't you want to do it? And I guess I just kind of worry that one of these days I'm going to lose my passion for writing or something stupid like that. It's just one of those mini doubts that bother me, and overthinking and just getting in your own head. I think it's really just getting started that's the hardest part. Once you actually sit down and force yourself to write the scene and it gets going, then everything is fine, but getting started is the hardest part. So it's been going pretty good. I've been trying to figure out my new schedule with work and everything with that. I usually prefer to write in the afternoons, and I'm writing this morning today because my mom and I are going to go see the new Death on the Nile movie later on today, and so I don't know exactly when we'll get back from that, but if I need to do any more writing, I will do that when we get back, whenever that may be. I have been trying to do some writing in the evenings sometimes, but I just can't seem to do it. Like, I've done it before and I know I can do it, and sometimes it's fine and other times it's like I just can't get anything done. But so yeah, we're gonna do some morning writing and then I'm gonna write some more if needed afterwards. But 50,000 is the goal today. I'd like to get a little bit past that just to get back to my usual word count per day, I suppose, because I only wrote 900 words yesterday, which is nothing to sneeze at. Any progress is good progress, even if it's slow progress, but it's frustrating because it's not what I'm used to getting. So today will be better. We're going to get some serious writing done. And I can't believe that tomorrow is already Monday again. Oh, that's another reason why I haven't really been doing any writing vlogs, because with work the way that it is, that would be kind of difficult. Obviously, I'm not going to be filming anything unless I'm at home, and I'm just not at home nearly as much as I used to be, so it is what it is. I have also been updating my Nano page with this project. I've not been updating every day, obviously. If I look at my little graph, it goes very much up and down. Some days it says I write nothing because I didn't update that day, and then sometimes I have 33,000 words because that's just when I decided to do the update. Obviously, I did not write 33,000 words in one day, which would be absolutely insane. And I just don't think that no matter how many words you may write per hour, you just can't maintain that pace to possibly get that many words in a day. But I am still updating just because I think it's interesting to see how many words I get total on my Nano page, like over time, just to look back and see how many I've written total since I joined the Nano page, but I'm not really worrying about updating it every single day. But yes, as you can see, as of right now, I am at 47,956 words. There we go, 50,053 words. So yeah, that is that little writing session done. I got to 50,000 words, so I'm going to stop now and get some lunch before we go to the movie. I actually had to take a quick break in the middle there and just stop because I have really flat feet and they hurt and I can't really stand for more than 30 to 40 minutes without pain, so I had to go sit down and then come back to the writing later after I got my shoes with the inserts in, so that did help a little bit. But yeah, this particular writing session is going quite well. I feel like I'm in the story and the flow is just what I typically look for, so I'm very happy with that. I have one more scene left in this chapter to write, which I think I will handle when I get back from the movie, and then that is the end of this chapter and I can move on to the next chapter. So it's going great. Hello, it is now much later. It's about 9 in the evening. I got the last scene in this chapter done. It was a really short scene which brought me to about 50,400 words, so the chapter is done and I can start a brand new chapter tomorrow. We did go see the movie. I really liked it. I liked it better than Murder on the Orient Express, and it seems like forever ago when I saw that movie, and it was quite some time ago really. It feels like the past 2 years have just not really existed to a certain degree, and yet we all know that unfortunately they did. But it was nice to finally go back and see a movie. The previews that we saw for upcoming movies don't give me much hope at all that I will be able to go back anytime soon, because I am very picky with the movies that I watch. I see very few movies in theaters, and of those I decide that I would like to own very few of the ones that I see, much like books. I mean, most of the movies that I see are not that good, and I don't even see that many of them. But I kind of think that Hollywood is very much out of ideas, and the previews that I saw while I was there did not persuade me otherwise. I think that Hollywood is very much out of ideas. Everything seems to be sequels or remakes, and I'm just kind of over that. I don't know how many Fast and Furious movies we need, or how many Halloween movies or anything like that. I wish that Hollywood would take a chance and make something new, but I think that's the very reason why they don't want to do it. They don't want to take a chance on anything new because they don't know how the audience will react to it, whereas they think that if they stick with something that's familiar and established, the audience will come see it. And I think that's why we keep getting the same stuff over and over and over again. But that's my little rant on the lack of creativity as I see it in the movie industry right now, and it's just kind of disappointing. I did read Death on the Nile, I think it was like last year at this point, because the movie kept getting delayed. I wanted to read it before the movie, and then with the movie getting delayed, it was like I ended up reading it way before. But I did remember what happened. I did remember who did it. They did change it quite a bit from the book, in that there are some characters in the book who don't exist in the movie, or they've condensed certain characters, aspects, or roles into a single character within the movie, because otherwise you'd have a huge cast to try to keep track of as the audience, and it would be kind of confusing. So I think they tried to make it as easy on the audience to keep track of everybody and who they were as possible, but I didn't really mind the changes. I thought it was fine. I think I liked the movie better than the book, just because I didn't really like the book that much. I find Poirot not that likable of a character. He's kind of vain and not very warm as a person, and then he doesn't really feel like a fleshed out human being sometimes, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. It feels kind of sacrilegious to say that, but it's the truth. I think it also suffers from the fact that the book was written a long time ago, and books just had a different sort of pacing and characterization to them than they do now. I think we put much more of an emphasis on tension and danger maybe, or suspense, and then of course fleshed out characters, whereas in the past I don't think that was quite as important. You'd never really get the same sense of danger. Like, for example, with the first Lord of the Rings movie, The Fellowship of the Ring, if I remember correctly, the very first time I did read The Fellowship of the Ring, I kept waiting for the scene where the hobbits are trying to get to the ferry, and one of the Black Riders breaks cover and starts chasing Frodo, and he has to make a running leap onto the ferry. And I kept waiting to get to that scene in the book, and it never comes because that scene doesn't actually exist. They just climb aboard the ferry. There was no Black Rider chasing them to the water's edge. And just that little detail adds much more suspense to the scene. And I personally like that. I think the storytelling as it is right now has gone in that direction, and it's improved in that way. But back then it wasn't such a big deal. So I think that's just one of the differences. But yeah, I really liked it. I'm glad that I went. It was a nice day out and it was a nice day of writing. So I will be beginning chapter 12 tomorrow, and I have passed 50,000 words. My goal for this book was 70,000 words. I thought 80,000 might be a little too ambitious considering what happened the last time. I thought I would aim for that, but I might actually get there, which is like, you know, that just figures. But I think it's better to aim a little bit lower and wildly surpass it maybe than to aim too high and fall short. But I like aiming high. I think it pushes me to do better and I like the challenge. This book is going pretty well. When it first started, I kind of flip-flop back and forth between feeling kind of ambivalent about it or really loving it or just thinking that everything I'm writing is total crap, which is, I kind of have that sometimes anyway, but I think this one was a little bit more so because I, for some reason, decided to try to start writing it at the same time as I'm trying to acclimate to a new job, which is not really the most strategic thing to do, but, you know, I did it. It's working fine now. And at a certain point, I think if you haven't written for a while, you just have to start writing. You just have to get the story out. And I was definitely at that point. So I don't feel this sense of desperation anymore. Like I have to get the words onto the page. It's just, it's taken care of now. So that's good. I don't know if I'm going to have any more footage for this vlog. Obviously, I can't really film anymore today because it's the end of the day and then tomorrow's Monday and that's a work day. So I don't know if I'll film anything more of this vlog. I feel like it's not that much and it's probably pretty boring, but at this point I'm just like, how do you film a vlog and make it interesting when your life is boring? So we'll see what happens. I don't feel like I have a lot to show in vlogs, but I know people like them, and then when I'm filming while I'm writing, it's very much a distraction. I'm very aware that the camera is on and it doesn't allow me to completely focus on my writing and what I'm doing, and I don't like that. So I think that vlogging definitely hinders my creative process, so I don't really like to do it. I know I managed to do it pretty much every day in November somehow. It's like, must have been a mad woman. But so we'll see what happens. If not, this will just be all I have for the vlog, which I hope is okay, but again, we'll just see what happens. So thank you for watching this little update on my writing and what's been going on with me. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!